Hello there. Hello, Facebook and YouTube and wherever you're watching from. I'm Jen Wilner, co-founder of Business Connects. Welcome to our Friday afternoon Meet the Members series. So we haven't been on in a while and thought this was due time for us to come back so you can meet all our members. Business Connects is rapidly growing and our members are very, very busy. I hope that this Friday, this time is fun and informative for you, and that we give you a nice welcome break in your Friday afternoon. So if you're watching this replay on Facebook or YouTube and you're not quite sure who we are, please visit our website, businessconnectsnj.com. In short, we are a business relationship building group, networking group, created about 4 years ago with myself and my wonderful business partner, Jill Ryan. And if you don't know Jill Ryan, here's Jill Ryan. Please be sure to visit our website. And if you're so inclined, visit us also on Facebook, Instagram, Web Talk, and LinkedIn. Oh, in this series of Meet the Members, our personal and fun interview series with myself and the members, I'm going to take you behind the scenes briefly so that you can see what the website looks like. And here we go. Okay, I hope you can see that. Okay, so on the website, businessconnectsnj.com, you will see these photos as they will change are all of our members. Actually, right now, not all of them, but here are our members. And our members have each get their own profile in the member directory page. You can scroll through. You will also see up at the top that there's a blog. Our blog is our members' blogs. So our members have an opportunity to share their writing with us, and which helps increase their online exposure, their SEO for their websites, and helps them get their word out. So here's also, you can look at Business Connects events. This is where you would register for any of our events, whether they're online through Zoom or in person. Our in-person events are Wednesdays and Fridays at the Railside Cafe in Fanwood, and Fridays at the Coffee House in Edison, New Jersey. This page is updated very frequently, so please be sure to come back if you don't see an event in under upcoming. If it's under the past event section, that means it's going to come back up to the upcoming very soon. And so take a look at the website. But without further ado, I would love to introduce my very special guest and friend with you today, Miss Sue Bannon. Okay. And hey, Sue.
Hey, Jen. How are you?
All right. So, we're going to have a little fun today to start before we get into business. Got to kind of shake it up a little bit. So, quick question. Favorite rock band, Springsteen or Bon Jovi?
Yeah, well, lots of New Jersey people are going to hurt me, but either way, Bon Jovi by 100%. Springsteen just doesn't cut it for me anymore. Sorry, people.
It's all right. I love both of them.
I know.
A favorite song by Springsteen?
Springsteen.
Bon Jovi?
There's a whole bunch of them. I have a couple of them set up as ringtones, actually. Living on a Prayer is probably one of the best old classic ones, and there's a couple of youngsters out there going, what's that? What's that?
Fantastic. All right. When travel is safe, where's the first place that you would go?
Probably an island. Traveling is a little safer now. I mean, we do have a scheduled trip next month to Florida. It's not going to be fun as we're flying. I would love to get back to Aruba. And I did have a trip to Italy planned, and it got postponed, and then canceled. So I would really like to get that Italy trip in.
Yeah, oh, that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Jeannie. Oh, it's so great to see you ladies on watching. Okay, favorite ice cream?
Coffee.
I'm not surprised.
Second favorite would be mint chocolate chip. So there's a difference there.
All right. If you could only have one book on a desert island, what book would that be?
That's a good one. I'm not a huge reader.
I'd have to say like Audible.
Yeah, then you'd have to have electricity.
Yeah. All right, we can come.
I actually enjoyed reading the Twilight series, believe it or not, way back when.
Yeah.
So, and they were good and long too.
Yeah.
So that would keep me occupied for a while.
Fantastic. All right. Favorite Batman?
Well, I'm old enough to remember the original series with I can't even remember his name, Burt Ward or something like that. No, that was Robin. Was it Robin?
I think you're right. Bart.
I think wasn't Burt Ward Robin?
It sounds really close. All right.
Yeah, whatever.
Wendy, if you're listening, tell us who the original Batman was, because we're not sure.
Yeah, Wendy's going to know that one.
Least favorite sound?
Nails and chalk on a blackboard.
Thank goodness we don't have to worry about that anymore. Yes, Jeannie, Adam West.
Thank you. Yes.
Adam West. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All-time favorite food?
My mom's brisket, mashed potatoes, gravy, and baby Lisser peas.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't put gravy on brisket. But, okay. I'm
got to go on the mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't put gravy on mashed potatoes either. But, okay, I'm weird.
What kind of Jewish person are you?
Favorite beverage?
Coffee.
Can't live without it.
Yeah, coffee and water. But the funny thing is I've been drinking decaf lately. I haven't even been drinking caffeinated coffee.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And last thing you binge watched?
Netflix Firefly Lane.
Fantastic.
One night.
Oh! Oh my God.
Well, it started out in the afternoon, actually, and then it went until about.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Well, that was fun. Yeah. All right. Cool. Hey, Janet. Great to see you. Wayne Zool. Hey, guys, if you are watching us and you're not a member, I mean, we know where everybody's from here, but let us know how you found us. If you just kind of stumbled on us on Facebook or YouTube, please let us know how you heard of this if you're watching live. So, okay, without further ado, let's get into the juicy stuff. So, Sue, tell us a little bit outside of business. Tell us a little bit about you personally.
I am married. I have two adorable grandbabies, 9 and 8. Gracie just turned 8, and Johnny will be actually 10 in May. I have a wonderful stepson and a terrific daughter-in-law. I've been in New Jersey probably close to 30-ish years. Originally New York. Bachelor's degree that I'm doing absolutely nothing with. Which is fine at this point in time. That's it. Husband's retired, so we're hanging out, doing what we need to do. Very anxious to really get back into the world.
Right. And as soon as it's nice outside, what's the first thing you want to do when you when it's not 11 degrees out? Or 30 for that matter.
go to a flea market or a farmer's market or something like that, with
Ditto.
just being able to walk around. You know, I looked back, our first interview was the first week in April of 2020. So it was just the very beginning of this
Oh, I
mess.
just got goosebumps from that.
Yeah, so it was
Wow.
a year ago, and
Wow.
things have changed. But yeah, because we were still kind of unsure, and you were just doing this because we needed to get out and get people and whatever it is. But yeah, and believe it or not, vendor events.
Yeah.
I miss vendor events.
I
I miss
miss them too.
people.
Mm-hmm.
I miss people.
Definitely. Okay, so the new stuff, favorites as well. What prompted you to join your current company, and you want to talk about that a little bit?
I was always a nail polish freak. I loved getting my nails done. I had a standing appointment every week for as long as I can remember. Then gel came out, so I had a standing appointment every 2 weeks. And a Facebook friend stumbled upon ColorStreet right after it started, and she said, "I know you go to the salon every week, every 2 weeks. Can I give you a sample of this?" She gave me a sample and I was hooked. It was super easy, it's super inexpensive. The styles and the designs, you just can't get in a salon without spending $60, $70, $80 and then sitting there forever. That was the biggest thing, that they were fast and they were less money, and the designs are just, I mean, I don't do plain nails. Even when I was getting a manicure, there was always bling on the ring fingers. There was always the accent nail. And just the fact that it was fast. And I had just started a part-time job, and I figured, what the heck, it's part-time. Let's see if I can just supplement whatever I've got to supplement, and so forth and so on. My husband.
That's fantastic. So, and the possibility that you have, I mean, with ColorStreet, I mean, you can do your business from anywhere. You
And
can
I
make
have
such an impact. I mean, the peace of mind of, I can't tell you the next time in the foreseeable future that I imagine myself walking into a nail salon.
I still do go get a pedicure because I can't really reach my feet. I still go.
Okay.
But we're all wearing masks. I'm sitting behind the shower curtain that's hanging there, and it's just kind of weird. But you know, during the pandemic, we grew. We grew in April, May, and June of last year. The company grew 400%.
Wow.
Last month was 3.5 years, and we reached $1 billion in sales in 3.5 years, and it's an $11, $12, and $13 item. It's only available right now in the United States. It's made here right in New Jersey. So it's mind-boggling. I mean,
right.
$1 billion in $12 nail strips.
That's crazy. Right.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Anybody's Sue, do you want to tell for the people who don't know you when they're watching this on the replay, you want to tell them real quick about ColorStreet?
Okay, ColorStreet are 100% dry nail polish strips. It is 100% nail polish. There's less chemicals in it than traditional wet out of the bottle nail polish. They go on like a sticker. They can last up to 10 days depending upon wear and tear. They come off with regular nail polish remover. I do recommend a nail polish remover called Mineral Fusion, and do not use acetone because acetone is the devil. That's what damages nails. People always think, oh, the polish is drying it out. No, check your nail polish remover. That's what's doing the damage to your nails. It's fun. It's easy. And it's made in the United States. You know, I wouldn't care if I was in New Jersey or not. It's made in the United States. And
that makes a big difference to a lot
can't
of us.
say that about a lot of things. We were up and running during the pandemic. We hit a couple of snags because we're not considered essential. But the founder and owner of the company sourced his own masks. We made our own hand sanitizer. We adhered to all the rules, and we kept the company going. If we had to shut down at 8 o'clock, we shut down at 8 o'clock. What we did. But in the interim, like I said, we've grown 400%. Mr. Park bought another building.
Nice.
So we're growing, and he's keeping it here in the good old US of A. And we donate hundreds of thousands of dollars every year to all different kinds of funds and charities. He found some of the PPE in the beginning that couldn't be, he just donated it to local hospitals.
Wow.
It's a nice, and he's a nice guy, which helps.
It's so important.
Nice,
so
and
important.
the sisterhood that I've got with these women, most of these women are best friends, and I still haven't met them. It's good old social world.
Yeah.
World.
Fantastic. And I love that it's in Jersey, that it's a Jersey company. If you can give us a rough estimate of how many of the, consider yourself representatives of the company, in leadership, how many representatives on your of all levels, I'm going to say, not in corporate, but that do what you do, how many would you say there are?
I am not really sure. Okay. I'm really not. I haven't even really looked because we just keep growing and growing and growing and growing. There's probably a couple 100,000 by now. Wow. Because it is growing, but a lot of them are hobbyists. A lot of people, go in active, the kit nappers, because the sales kit is an awesome deal. So people sometimes just buy it. They keep themselves active for 2 or 3 months, and then that's the end of it.
They're not as serious about running it as a business.
Right. I would say, I'm trying to remember, because one of my teammates did just recruit somebody, and I'm trying to remember what her stylist number, because we literally started at stylist number 1. I mean, it wasn't like they did 1,001. They started at 1. I think her number was 267,732 or something. I don't know. It was a couple 100,000 worth.
That's crazy.
And it is. It's fun. And like I said, the sisterhood. I've got a battle buddy that I talk to in Virginia once a week, and she's closer to me than my sister. Not that says much. I'm not really close to my sister, but she knows more about me and what's going on in my life in the last 6 weeks that we've been battle buddies than I think my sister ever knew. She's a sweetheart.
You connect on another level.
Yeah, and complete and total strangers turn in, because we have something in common. Right. You turn into fast friends, because we share a common goal. We share a common product. We already share the brain and the mindset of just doing direct sales and helping women to make more money, or to help them be able to change their baby's diaper with half a hand already polished, and not have to worry about it getting wet and smudged. So sharing the brain, it makes a huge difference.
And what would you say? I mean, how is this new in the past? Like, we know that it was this week, not this week. I mean, I know exactly where I was March 7th of 2020. I was in a conference with one of my clients in New York City. And then we came back, and then like everybody was told in a heartbeat, pick up your desk, go home. So since within this past year, let's say 363 days, what would you say, how has this economy affected your business and how you run your business?
My business has grown because there are the people who are just not going back to a salon. And they were closed, and people were asking, how do I soak the gel off? How do I get all of this off? You were one of those people.
I was. How do I get this off my nails?
And they saw the damage that was done underneath.
Horrible.
And it's like, they look at it, because when you go to a salon, they take it off, they put it right back on again. You don't get a chance to look at what your fingers really look like underneath there.
Right.
So my business has increased. Yet, like I said, I miss the vendor events. I'm doing more online. I sit in front of the computer a good too many hours a day, but we all do. but I'm doing it a little bit more on the weekends too, because my weekends I would do vendor events.
Right.
Not every single weekend, they're not around all the time, but there are seasonal things. October, November, and December, vendor events you have to pick and choose, because you could have the options for 3 in one weekend.
Right.
And it was just very different. I always put gift packages together.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do that this year. I did it for
do
one
see them. I see them coming back. I'm starting to see things on like Facebook.
Yeah,
people saying, "Oh, vendor event," and being very particular about who they have, and saying, mask wearing is mandatory. Social distancing rules will be adhered to. Guidelines will be adhered to strictly. So that's very reassuring. That if I wanted to go to a vendor event and I was going to meet you, that I could buy from you and take your product, and know that there's lots of businesses where you don't even need to, you're looking at it and then you say, okay, here, you can order. Here's my QR code, scan it and you can order. And where I, as the consumer, would never ever even have to touch a product. I could look at it, but I wouldn't have to touch it. And then I do love how, though, when you do events, you bring inventory with you and you can have demos. And then you could say, here's the demos, and literally Lysol them if anybody touched them. And then say, oh, that you want that? Let me go and get that out of my box that no one else has touched.
Right.
So
sampling, I usually go to vendor events naked nailed, and I come home looking like a gypsy kind of thing.
like a rainbow.
Yeah. But I do put them on other people also, because some people want to see the wear and tear of how it goes. I could show them how to do it. I could have them hand sanitize. I could hand sanitize and then do it. So it's still a little touchy with demoing and samples for me. But like I said, I put it on myself too, and people are more amazed because I'm standing, I'm doing it one-handed, and I'm doing it myself. And my favorite thing in the whole wide world is like, you're done.
Right.
That's
right.
it. And then I go, look, it's dry. See, it's dry. And they're like, that's my favorite look in the world. With the mouth
no freezer or blow dryer necessary.
I'll just think of an ice water, and oh my God, that was the worst.
Jake said, who's going to do my toes?
Yeah, we'll talk, Jake.
Yeah, we'll talk. So a couple more questions. What would you say, what are your thoughts on keeping up with your daily routine? Because like you said, we're sitting in front of the computer so much more so. We don't have a lot of in-person events. Business connects we love. We have our monthly dinners or lunch.
Yeah. And I'm loving them. I'm finally seeing human beings and sitting next to somebody and accidentally bumping an elbow. I'm like, oh, great. I forgot what that felt like. It's
right. Exactly.
And it's with people who love and trust. And trust is the big one. You just have to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got a semi-routine in the morning. I get up, I do my breathing exercises, I meditate, I do my stretching, and then I come down to the computer.
It's so important.
I do have posts scheduled in my group. I usually sit down once or twice a month and bang them out, so they are all set to go. The Facebook scheduler is a godsend, so that if I do oversleep, I still know that it's going, or if I sleep a little longer than I wanted to, or if I'm still in the middle of my stretching, I know it goes and it's still doing my good morning to the world in my group, which is great. And I still do Facebook parties, so that's where it's at. I know people are inundated. I did just change up my my party, how it is. It's a different format. Format was the word I was looking for. So it helps a little bit doing different things, but people really are starting to get Facebook overload. And I'm glad that vendor events are starting to come up, because it's crazy. I mean, I have great customers They have kept me in business. Like I said, business has grown, but you've got that whole cycle of people dropping off and, that kind of a thing, and customers come and go. But it's good. I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. I mean, and the thing that I have said from the beginning, and I tell this to my customers and I tell this to my downline, there is no such thing as a nail polish emergency. That's why this is still fun. And people see immediate results. I was speaking to somebody yesterday who's changing companies, and she's going to another health and wellness company. God bless you, people who do health and wellness, because people are skeptical. They have to wait to see results.
Yeah.
I put this little thing on your finger, and then the shock and the awe, and it's done. It's over with, and you're hooked.
And when personally, I did naked nails because I'm like, I need to breathe. I wanted to have that. I believe in that time that they need to breathe. But I have done them and put them on, and they may not look perfect, but you can't tell on camera. They may not look as well as you do them, but nobody can tell. But at the same time, it's that, oh, wow, it's eye-catching and it's finished and it's polished and you did it. And I could do one hand today and one hand tomorrow if I needed to.
As long as you keep the package closed real well so that they don't dry out.
Yes.
And also, we are typing all day long, so we're looking at our own hands too. So it's nice to be able to look at, something that looks nice. And you can't, these are far from perfect. But unless somebody's coming and going like that, they're not going to know. So it's like
the manicurist is like,
oh, I know. They make me crazy sometimes.
I'm like, stop. Your eyes are better than mine. Would you... So this has been awesome. Sue, would you touch on briefly, if you would, what your involvement with Business Connects, what it's been like and how it's impacted your business at if any?
I think I've been going pretty much since the beginning, since you and Jill started in Piscataway, South Plainfield. I miss breakfast. It's increased my business. It's increased my friend circle, because not everybody is, it's not just acquaintances. People have become friends. I have found an insurance agent. I have a new accountant. You guys do all kinds of outreach and events, and they are fun, and it is for us to get to know each other. It's business building and it's friendship building. And like we said in the beginning, you do business with who you know, like, and trust. And that's why I have no problem going to the dinners, because I know, first of all, nobody's going to walk in there and lick my face, because they just won't. They wouldn't. But, I'm not worried about them having been bar hopping, because they're an intelligent group of people, and they're a nice bunch of people, and they're respectful, and they just plain don't get it, and if I walk in with a mask and I sit down and I keep the mask on, nobody says anything. I had an incident with my sister when we went to visit in Florida. She walked into my parents' house and looked at me and was like, "Oh, thank God you're not wearing a mask." I'm like, yeah, well, I just drove from New Jersey. I really probably should be wearing a mask around my 88-year-old parents. But that was the first words out of her mouth. She hadn't seen me in a year. So that's what I'm saying.
Stressful time. It's a stressful time for everybody. And I think we all have to give ourselves a break and give each other a break. There is no guidebook for this.
No, there isn't.
And the emotion that's going through, and handing someone, here, do you want some hand sanitizer? Those kinds of things. So we go, this morning we had one, and there's hand sanitizer, and I have mine. I put it in front of me. And if somebody wants it, I'm not going to say no. So I love that. I love that you said that, because we're building relationships, and there's a big know, like, and trust factor, and the camaraderie. It is, I think we're just, it's like my second family. I mean, my family's really small as it is, but you guys are all my second family. And it's, I have a special connection to our founders, the originals, pre-COVID, who we literally broke bread and had breakfast with. And when there was 20 of us sitting at the diner or the coffee house or Harold's or the Railside or wherever we were.
We did a dinner at not Ray's, the other one that went out of business before this whole thing started, and it was wintertime, and it was raining, and it was nasty, and there was a group message, and when we all left, I think Jill, it was either you or Jill or both of you put, text us when you get home. I mean, and it was the group message that was going back and forth with everybody. It was like, yeah, I'm home, we're good, yeah, I'm home, we're good. Yeah. What other business meeting, lunch and dinner, whatever it is going to give a flying fahootie whether you made it home or not?
Right. I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was like stare at the road kind of driving. Right.
Yeah, that was down to 87 in the pouring rain, and it was, and, and I think if somebody did message, and if we didn't message within an hour, we were like, Jill, you home?
Yeah.
Jake, did you make it? And you think a BNI group is going to do that? Sorry, shouldn't badmouth the BNIs, but but it's true.
I think it has to do with the friendships that you make, and no matter like what the organization is, it's the friendships that you make, and that is definitely it's a side kind of like benefit of Business Connects. But I say Jill and we love to see that everyone's thriving, and that you all, the members all work together when there's a common goal. And if you guys are just tuning in now, or if you're watching this on the replay, you're going to meet we have, I think, 78 members now since we started 3 years ago. And I will do my best to interview everybody. Reach out and I'll get you on the interview schedule. So every Friday at 3 p.m. here on Facebook and YouTube. And we really, really want to see everybody thrive. And it's taken so much creativity for everybody to pivot and to learn how to redo their business or find a new niche. I mean, we've seen people find a new niche through this and have new services. And it's exciting to like talk to them. I mean, this morning at the coffee house, I won't say who yet, but one of the members announced that they're opening an additional retail space, and they're talking about advertising on packaging, and they're going to let everybody know. And I'm like, that's so exciting that we can all be together to help that business, if we're interested, and then we're the
just
first one
sharing it
to
and
know
sharing it for them, because whoever it is, they don't know everybody that I know, and I don't know everybody that they know. So just sharing it along the lines, and just that's what networking is. Right.
So I think at this point, so we had a little bit of fun, and thank you, Sue, so much for joining me.
Anytime.
Everybody I'm looking forward to seeing new product colors coming out.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to drop next week, because last year it was March 17th, because, my memories come up in Facebook and I look at it. So I have a feeling it's going to be in the next week or so.
Okay. So for anybody if you're curious, please check out Sue's Business Connects profile. The link is in the comments on YouTube and Facebook. And if you're not sure where the comments are, or, social media goes crazy on us, just go to businessconnectsnj.com and simply click on at the top of the page member directory. And you can scroll down and you will see Sue's awesome photo with the pretty purple in the background.
You will also find everybody else, and anything that you're looking for, we got somebody that does it.
Exactly.
Seriously. I think we do, just about.
Just about. Good stuff. All right, Sue, thank you, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. And I'm Jen Wilner. This was Business Connects Meet the Members series relaunch, spring of 2021. And look forward to seeing you next Wednesday with another member at 3 p.m. live,
Friday.
unedited. So, all right, take care, everybody. Stay safe, mask up, and